Hey everyone, good morning. This is going to be your daily reading for December 9th. Oh, Sunday. Here we are in a new week, finishing off this weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying yours. Definitely have had some exciting things going on in mine, so I hope the same is going on for you. With that said, let's get into this reading. So this is our rune for today. I think it's pronounced Gibo, something like that. Super exciting rune for us. This rune, I always think of this rune as a gift, which is great. Who doesn't want an extra gift right now? I feel like this gift is going to come. One, I think it's definitely going to be a surprise. I think it's going to be something you don't expect. It's kind of just coming out of the ether, and you're like, oh my god, this is great. A lot of times, this particular rune talks about relationships, not necessarily romantic. It could be any relationships, business relationships, just platonic relationships. Of course, it could be romantic, and having joy within relationships, like something going really well, which is exciting. Also, if anyone is going through like business deals or anything involving contracts, the nice thing about this rune, especially if we're talking about relationships or partnerships and things like that, there's usually a lot of fairness going on. So if you are doing something where you're signing a contract or working out a contract or something like that, there will be fairness for both sides, which is great. Um, so yeah, so kind of just all around like gifts, blessings, joy, happiness, all that kind of thing. All those kind of things get wrapped up in this rune. So super exciting. So literally be on the lookout and expect some, unexpected surprise and some happiness in your life today. Could be exciting. I think great energy to start off the week, for sure. Because of this rune's kind of connection to relationships, I pulled out our Romance Angel deck again. Do one more. So let's see. Just in case this gift is showing up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Not taken. That was pretty much the whole deck. Alright. Retreat. Maybe time to disconnect from the world. Okay. For some reason, I almost feel like that's taking like a step back in a relationship before you take another step forward. And maybe even this step back maybe brings about this gift. Ooh. No. Codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. So even more so, I think, to get this gift, you do need to take a step back. So if this is going to manifest in a relationship, and again, this could be romantic or otherwise, I think it is going to take like a little separation, like a little step back, before you take a step forward. And I feel like for the people this is resonating with, you already know what this is. You already know. Like, I feel like maybe this. Whoa, 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 okay. I feel like this may be maybe something that you're a little intimidated by and are a little afraid to do. But I think you already know that like that's the step you need to take. Like, that's the right action. And then look, express your love. Prop reads, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So yes, I do think you take a step back, whatever these addictions are. And granted, these addictions don't necessarily mean like addictions. Like, I'm not saying everyone's like an alcoholic or anything like that. These addictions could just be to behavior or ways you seek satisfaction, things like that. Or, if this is a romantic relationship, maybe it is codependency, like literally. So yes, I do think there's going to be you're going to take a step back, reevaluate, I think, your position, for sure. And I think by doing that, both of you will actually reevaluate those things. And then you get this love expression because I think then you really get to look and see how it is you were operating within the relationship, and if that really aligns with you. Because maybe you were getting a little, because of whatever this addiction is, maybe you were behaving outside of your norm, or not, maybe not aligned with your true goal, what your end goal is. Alright, my lovelies. Okay, and then today I'm using the Vice Versa Tarot deck, which I love. I think this is, the way they did this deck, I think is super, super cool. Oh. So if you guys haven't seen this deck, I feel like it's slowly getting around, so, oh, I got real excited. Okay, you know what? Normally I wouldn't take those, but I kind of want to take them. But just so I can show you this deck, just because I think it's like one of the coolest things. So it'll have like an image, a different image on both sides. So it's kind of like two different aspects of the same card. So you can interpret it slightly differently depending what face you saw, which I think is super cool. I think it's super neat. So, nice. So first card out, Emperor. Do the Emperor here. I think with this I'm going to lay them all out first. Because, yeah, we got a decent amount here. Go this way. So, Ten of Swords. Ooh, and then King of Cups. Alright. So I feel like we've got some emotional healing going on. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, sorry. Totally not in frame. Knight of Wands. Look at me. Knight of Swords. Temperance. I like that image in the Temperance card. Alright. So, what are we talking about? So, Emperor. Could be an Aries. Maybe you. Maybe we're dealing with an Aries. Maybe you're in a relationship with an Aries. Could be. It looks like something about this energy has either brought around, I feel like it's either brought around some type of ending, some type of closure, or something involving this person has to come to an end. And it hasn't yet. This isn't, normally when I talk about the Ten of Wands, or why, I keep calling swords wands. I wonder what that means. But normally when I see the Ten of Swords, I see it as like the worst is over, because it's a 10, it's completed. I think in this, just so you can kind of know where I'm coming from, this is the side that was up. This is the other side. Here, it's almost like you're this guy looking down at this empty suit of armor that's, obviously been attacked. Where here you're looking at, so it's almost like you're this guy maybe looking at this. So this is the vision, but it's a lot darker. It's a lot deeper. The healing hasn't happened yet. So I feel like whatever this Ten of Swords is, it's still going on. And this, honestly, could be your retreat. This could be the step back we need to take. We haven't taken it yet. We haven't, sat on our throne as the Emperor and owned what it is we need. So something is definitely going to be, there's going to be a cycle closed out, or something's going to have to be, like, broken apart. Oh, sorry. If I'm talking funny, I feel a sneeze coming. Alright. And then you also have the King of Cups after that. So definitely having to do with emotions, having to do with feelings. I almost feel like these have to do with feelings not being expressed, is kind of what I feel like. So one thing about the King of Cups, he definitely feels all the emotions, and he can ride that wave, and he can kind of navigate through the waters. But he maybe isn't necessarily the most vocal about them, because he feels them. He processes them internally. So I feel like maybe that's what's going on. Because again, he got the same. Actually, the top three all have like the night version, because usually it's like a night and then a day. The top three cards all have the night version. So I think there's something definitely to that about it being like clouded. it being covered in darkness. And whatever's in the dark needs to come to the light. It's kind of what I'm getting. Because you kind of have these three darkness cards, and then you have daytime scenes in the other three. So here you've got the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like this is almost saying there's a little more work to be done. There's a little more to this task. So that's why we need to like take this step back, put in a little more effort and kind of fix a few things, and then you can come back. Here's our Knight. So come back with a new understanding, looking for new ideas, hungry for them, and pursuing them and chasing them. Knight of Wands, I can't stop doing it. Knight of Swords to me is definitely swift energy. Definitely moving very, very fast. Like even here in the card you can see he's like flying over this like mountain range. Like so he's just leaping over obstacles, like nothing's stopping him. He's pursuing something. And then Temperance is our next card out. This I find super interesting because to me temperance is always about, it's about a fusion. It's the alchemical marriage. It's about different elements being brought together and mixed up and then kind of rearranged and fused to make something new. So again, I think this is that gift we've been talking about. Patience is also kind of encompassed in temperance. So I feel like maybe we were pursuing something that we wanted, that we were, hungry for, and maybe what we have now in front of us is close. Maybe it's like 90% of the goal. It's almost there, but we can't stay too attached to it because it isn't actually the end goal. Maybe it's another piece, or it's almost there, but it's not quite ready. She's still got to cook a little bit, so we got to put it back in the oven for another 5 minutes before we take her out. I feel like that's kind of what's happening. It's like the universe saying, like, okay, we're almost there. I know. I gave you a taste of what you wanted because I need you to hang on a little bit longer. But now you're tasting it for too long. There's a bigger bite coming. Like you need to swallow this before we move to the actual main course. It's just the appetizer, baby. Give me a little bit more time is kind of what I'm feeling from this. Because we've been talking about this fertile energy and creating, and that the gift is very, very close. Something did fall out. Oh, stop it. Okay, so yes, I'm happy. All right. So, next card out. Empress. We started with the Emperor. Now we have the Empress. So yes, definitely counterparts being brought in. And I actually love this version of the card at night. Because you see that star? It makes me think of the star card. So hope, optimism, looking to the best, looking forward, having the best intention and the best plan. I love this. So I almost feel like what is happening, I feel like this has to do with the feminine. If we are talking about a relationship, I feel like this is something maybe the feminine has to do concerning her masculine. Like maybe you've met someone, maybe even you've met your masculine, but like one or both of you aren't quite ready yet, or quite in the place, or the person you just met, or are developing a relationship with, they're, again, like I was saying earlier, they're like 90% there. Like to have both the counterparts show up, like definitely talks to a significant, important connection and a soul meeting, but there's something not quite ready yet. There's something that still needs to be looked at and evaluated, maybe changed up, who knows. And again, I feel even stronger than that. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. So again, pulling away, rest. Underneath that, the Eight of Cups. So again, your retreat, this kind of pull back. Stop it. Underneath that, Knight of Cups. So suitor, romance. Like, I kid you not, there's definitely something here about taking this step back before you take another step forward. Definitely a real thing. So something to consider. But again, we still had Gibo, I hope I'm saying that right, as our rune for the day. So there's still a gift here. At least this is either setting up for a gift or this will become the gift. It's just not quite ready yet. So I still think this is really positive energy for us. I still think this is something to work with. And again, now you kind of know if this does apply to you and if it is resonating. It just kind of gives, this is just a little guideline. Like this is kind of the next steps. this is how we can work with these energies, versus kind of ignoring it and not kind of committing to them. And then I feel like you're just going to be sitting in this for a while, which I don't want for anyone. This isn't a good energy to be stuck with. So I feel like you guys just need to be a little bold. You need to be a little brave today and kind of speak up about what it is you're feeling for sure. And also kind of reassess internally, like what's going on in your immediate surroundings or maybe in this relationship. Does it really align with your goals, with your, your true happy ending? Maybe this is like 90% and we're latching onto it, but it's not 100. Like you don't want to settle for less than 100. Ooh, that felt a little heavy. Okay, I'm going to leave it with that. I love you guys so much. Enjoy today. Enjoy the rest of this weekend before we start another work week. I'm super excited about it. Hope to hear from you again. All my contact information is below if you want to reach out to me or book a personal reading. I love you guys so much. Thank you, and again, I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one.